expensive for the internet and the genteel audience which watches us. We find ourselves here at Buffels Hook Dam, and we have found one lonely hippopotamus, and he seems to reside here on a semi-permanent basis, going out only during the nights to eat. I'm not sure if he's hoping a partner will come by for him or if he's in sort of active pursuit, but chances are that he's been tossed out of a pod. He's an old bull who's been thrown out of a pod, or a young bull who's been thrown out of a pod, and he's now living here alone. They will, much like crocodiles, they'll run around in, not run around, they can move big distances at night, and, sorry, I'm just preparing my next trick for you with the help of Brent. They will move big distances at night, so between water holes, so he will potentially find a mate one day. Now, what I've got here, can you see it, Brent? Mm-hmm. Is a torchwood seed and a leatherman. And this seed is supposed to contain a whole lot of flammable oil. That's why it's called a torchwood. We're going to see if that is in fact the case. I may cut my finger off during this process, and if I do, please will you ignore the screaming.
Have a piece of duct tape stuck to your body.
Brent's Leatherman, despite its exceptional sharpness, is struggling to get through this quite astonishing seed.
Try the pliers, crush it.
It would no doubt have no problem getting through my skin. Brent has suggested the pliers, which is a sort of more agricultural approach, but we'll try that anyway. There we go. I'm not sure how much oil there is in this seed. I think there's more soil than there is oil in this seed. There we go. Now that burns about as well as asbestos. What a dreadful failure of a trick we've just had. Oh well, one does what one can, as they say. Sorry about that. It smells quite nice. Thank you for your lighter and your pliers. Actually smells really nice. Smells a bit like breakfast, but I don't think I'm going to eat it. I tell you what I think happened here. If you look, Brenty, I don't know if you can get in here. If you look in there, you can see, you might be able to see a whole lot of sort of, it looks like sand, but what it is, in fact it is sand. And there's a hole here. You see the hole, Brent?
Yep.
There's a hole there where some kind of boring insect has gone in. And by boring, I don't mean uninteresting. I mean as in dig a hole. Boring insect has gone in and probably drank the oil. I suspect it's very nutrient-rich. So that's why our little trick failed to provide a fireworks display like we hoped it would. Right. On we go. No tracks coming out here. Beefaloes have clearly decided that they don't need water yet, and they're lying up in the shade. So we're going to carry on pretty much probably north onto the cut line again and just see what's popped out.